Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live today, Monday, December 13th, Monday Dia or Day of the Anima Sola. Every Monday, I like to do these lives because these are the days, this is the day of the Anima Sola. And this is not only a time for me to share information about her, but also to fulfill devotional promises that I have to her as well. And I just wanted to give everybody who's tuning in a big hello and a thank you for being here and sharing your time with me to learn about this beautiful spirit and Latin folk magic as well. All right, so I want to send a big shout out and a hello to all of those who will be tuning in later on YouTube as well, and who catch this recording later on. So today's topic is divination with the Anima Sola and a special treat. And I'm going to keep reminding that if you stick around to the end, I promise that there's going to be a really cool surprise for two people. Okay? So what I want you to do is, if you can, like and share this live, share it with everybody as much as you can, and I will pick two people and give them a special surprise on this live. So do me that favor, like and share, and I'll pick two people to do something really cool in this live. All right, so let's get to the topic in hand. Okay, divination with the Anima Sola. How can we do divination with the Anima Sola? How can we do divination? What are the different methods of doing divination with the Anima Sola? Okay, so the first method of divination, which was taught to me by my teacher, was candlelight. Yes, lighting a candle and placing a candle to the Anima Sola and observing the flame, but also allowing that spirituality, that mediumship, that psychic ability, that channeling, right? To manifest. You start getting visions and you start writing things down. You start writing the first thoughts that come to your mind. But to do these things, you have to believe in yourself and you have to have utmost confidence in your abilities, because if not, then you're wasting your time. You know, I get so many people who, it's not only with the Anima Solas, with other spirits as well, that they're always saying, oh, I don't have confidence, I don't believe in myself, what if I'm doing things wrong, what if I'm not doing it right? No, you can't come in this with that mentality. You have to come in this with confidence. Stop wasting the spirit's time if you're lacking that, because you're just calling spirits of confusion, and you're calling trickster spirits, you're calling spirits that are of a low vibration to come and perverse and cause confusion and anxiety and start derailing you off the message that you're supposed to be receiving from them, because people make that mistake. The most important thing that I tell people is get a teacher, get somebody to really teach you, invest in yourself. That's what all of us did. We all invested in teachers. We all took time to put money into a teacher, and then allow somebody to guide you and teach you. But you can't come into divination, especially working with a spirit like the Anima Sola or hot spirits like her, and, not expect, for certain things to happen. You have to be aligned. You have to be trained for these things. So one of the things that I was taught was candlelight, lighting a simple white stick candle. And it's in you just focus. There's different methods that are involved in that as well. There's little tricks. But like I said again, you need a teacher. Because it's just not as simple as lighting a candle and just sitting there and just, okay, what do you have to tell me now? Speak to me, Anima Sola. Talk to me. No, it doesn't work like that, okay? So there's development involved because we want to make sure that we're speaking to that spirit and we're not talking to another spirit that is trying to come in and say it's the Anima Sola, all right? So candlelight is a very good thing. The Anima Sola loves candlelight. She loves light. She likes light being offered to her. But in this case, this candlelight has an intention for divination. Reading the wick of the candle as well. We could see different patterns in the wick. We could even see Hebraic alphabets at times. I've seen it. And then I'll just look up the meaning of that particular Hebrew letter. And I'll see what it is. I've had visions come to me as well, the how the flame is. But once again, like I said, it's with intent. It's the intention that you're putting into that candle for it to manifest a message for you. All right? And of course, sitting down and writing these things, what's coming to you, you know? Don't start, oh, I don't know. I fucking hate that. Like, I don't know. Like, don't come to the spirits if you don't know. Leave them alone. All right? The next thing is water. This is a system that is used very common in Latin America. Water divination. Many use candlelight like I do. I do this a lot. All I need is with the Anima Sola is a cup of water, a clear glass of water, and a candle, and an incantation that I do, and she's there, speaking to me already, buzzing in my ear. And she's really good for divination. People don't know. People just think that the Anima Sola is just a spirit that is like, oh, for love work, and that's it. No, the Anima Sola is very sharp when it comes to a lot of things. She's good with money. She's good with finances. She's good with divination. That's the spirit that I do divination with. And she's the bomb. Well, she's one of my main spirit guides. Practically the main one that I work with every day. But she's amazing for divination. Like, she can get in like the meat of it all. And a lot of people don't know that aspect of her, but she's really good at it. Water, divination. Why? Because those are the things that she works with. Those are her preferred tools, light and water. With water, you can have visions come to your mind. All right? You can have visions. You can see things in the cup, all with intention. Once again, you could put an offering to her, a glass of water, as an offering, keyword offering. But if you put a glass of water with the intention of divination, it changes things now. There's the difference. Okay? So putting a cup of water for her with the intention of divination so that you can receive clarity is important. And I'll give you a little secret why. A lot of animeros or people who work with the Anima Sola will put a glass of water not just to calm the thirst or not just to give them light with the candle, but also to give those spirits, those animas that walk with your cuadro, light and water as well, for that they could be appeased and they could speak and they could talk in a way where it's not with anxiety and a rush and you got the jitters like if you drank 7 shots of Cuban coffee. No. Okay? So water is very good. One of the preferred methods that I've learned to use, it's actually using flowers and water mixed together. You get a basin, you say a prayer, it's a specific prayer, and then you do divination and you ask for what you want to know, and boom, you drop the flower petals and you start deciphering patterns. That's a very common practice in Latin America, in many systems of magic in Latin America. Okay? That's one of them. Okay? Another one that a lot of people don't know about the Anima Sola is fire divination. You have candle, but then there's also fire divination. I think it's called pyromancy. I don't know. But fire divination is very important because she works with those elements. She works with the element of fire. So a lot of the times we could get ourselves like a fireproof bowl or cauldron, small, nothing big, and we could light a fire for her and speak to her. I've even known brujos that will put certain like sticks and branches, a specific number, and put them in there. And according to the pops that they hear, it's like they're having a conversation with her like that as well. That's something that I know how to do with her as well. A lot of people don't know that. But yeah, that is a form of divination with the Anima Sola that a lot of people don't know about. Fire divination. It's really good. It's it's a very strong divination. It's more mediumship and more psychic with that, because Anima Sola is more about that. Like from my experiences and what I've learned from others and growing up as well, is with her, it's more about mediumship abilities, psychic abilities, and channeling. It's more about that. Okay. The next form of divination that is really cool to work with her is you could use, and I've seen other people do this, especially in Cuba, is using a deck of cards. Many people use the Spanish deck in Cuba. Some people use poker cards as well. You could use the poker cards, you could use a Spanish deck, or you could use tarot. You could even use oracle cards. Doesn't matter, whatever you're connected to. Okay? The point is that you should have a strong connection with her, and you should have development already with her, so that you don't have a trickster spirit or any type of other spirit come in and give you false information. Especially if you're doing divination and you have self-doubt. Once again, we go back to the self-doubt, right? And you start asking the same question over and over and over again, you're actually allowing trickster spirits or spirits, espíritu burlone, espíritus mentiroso, spirits that burlones will be like making fun, or that they get a laugh out of you, or espíritus mentiroso, lying spirits, spirits of confusion, and spirits of a low intelligence will come and they would corrupt the messages because they're feeding off of your anxiety, they're feeding off your insecurity, and they're also feeding off of your lack of confidence as well. So I'm going to keep repeating that because I need for you guys to understand that. I need for you to understand that when you're doing divination, it just doesn't have to be with the Anima Sola. I get it. This is a channel for the Anima Sola, but also this is about Latin folk magic and working with other spirits as well. When you're doing divination, you have to have confidence because many people do those things. They make those mistakes. Now, the controversial one. This is the one that is the controversial one. Some people might not know this, and some people do. Who knows? I don't care. And I want, before I say this one, because this one's side by side with the cards, right? If anybody's ever traveled to Cuba, like I have, and you visited many spiritual people and have gotten readings from spiritual people, you will notice that spiritual people have their own way of doing things. It's your own way of doing. How do you connect with the spirit, right? So if you go to Cuba, you'll probably see, like in many places, like in La Habana, like in central places, or if you go to certain churches, like the Church of Regla in Cuba, where the Virgin Mary is at, you're going to see that across the church, there's going to be like a row of people doing divination, reading people, right? And it's cool because you get to like really admire the folk aspects of Latin America, of Cuba, and countries like that as well, Mexico and all of these countries that they're like so embodied in magic. So one of the things that I've noticed that when I was in my trips over there were that people would read you with cards, but they also read you with shells, with 4 shells or 7 shells. They would read those two side by side. So they'll throw the cards and they'll give you your spread and they'll talk to you right there in broad daylight outside in front of everybody. They don't give a shit. And they're there just reading you, boom, 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 and telling you and giving you all these evidencias, giving you all this evidence, and you're like, oh wow, you're getting in the rhythm. And it's amazing. It's a beautiful experience. You get to see their altar, you see their little muñecas. But one interesting person when I was in Cuba, right? It was really cool because she actually worked with a specific anima, which had an African current, right? And she worked with this African current, which is called Antonia Gervasio, which I always mention in my videos as well, because I love Antonia Gervasio. Luz y progreso para usted. She's an amazing spirit. She's an amazing anima. And I got read with this lady because I saw that she had this muñeca dressed in black and red. It was badass. And she had a candle. The setting was amazing. I'm a very visual type of guy. I appreciate things that others may not see, right? And I noticed that she grabbed the 4 shells. She had 4 shells. And after the reading, she gave me my prescription. She gave me my receta, right? And she goes, is this done with everything that you've suggested for him? Boom. And she threw 4. So that is a very common practice in Latin America, especially in the Caribbean countries like Cuba and Puerto Rico, right? Where those religions or those spiritual systems kind of influenced one another. So that's a very common practice. And I do apply that practice in my practice as well, because that particular reader, I developed a relationship with her and she taught me about those things as well. That's pretty much what you could consider espiritismo cruzado or espiritismo criollo, and they use that when they use their guides, and I'll make a video on that as well. But yeah, that's one of the ways. A lot of people be like, no, never, oh, you cannot do that. That is against the rules. So what? That's what it is. A lot of people do it in Cuba. Go tell those gajillion of millions of people over there that they're doing it wrong. No. They've done it. They've been doing it for years, and it's continued to be done. And it's going to continue to proceed that way. So it is what it is. All right? So that's something that a lot of people do in Cuba. Okay? They use the cards, and they'll accompany it with shells because their guide works like that. Because they have guides that work with those currents. They'll work with the spiritual current, and they'll work with that, little African current or that native current or something like that. And Anima Sola bridges with a lot of spirits from the African currents as well. But some people consider her Echualawana. Some people consider her other paths in other African systems. But you'll see that mixing happening, and it's normal. It's a part of our folklore. It's a part of how we are. Okay, so what's the next one? We spoke about cards. We spoke about fire. We spoke about water. We spoke about flowers. We spoke about a lot of things. One that a lot of people don't know that you could use is pendulums. You can use pendulums. And I just don't spew things out of my mouth just because, no, actually pendulums has been used in Latin America in many systems, and especially in Espiritismo. A lot of people don't know this, but many Espiritistas, even the ones that practice Kardec Spiritism, will use pendulums to test certain energies. And some of them will test they will use pendulums or an object like pendulums, not saying yes or no or things, just to get movements and just to experiment certain things. Because remember, in these systems, you do have people who are spiritual scientists. I consider myself one of them. I am a skeptic at heart, but at the same time, I do know that there is a spiritual world, and I'm fully aware of it, but I like experimentation as well. This is what it is about growth. So pendulums is something that you can use in your practice as well, whether it's with the Anima Sola, like I do. I actually do use, I don't use a pendulum per se, but I do use something that it's to speak with her, but also to test certain things out, like when I'm kind of like when I'm building certain things for certain clients of mine, and I'm preparing certain talismans or certain protections under her. I need to test that talisman to see if that talisman is on point, and I'm not giving something out to somebody that is just, bullshit. So I'll test it out, and one of the methods that I use is what I was taught in the centros, which is something like a pendulum that is used, and it tells me the energies and how everything is moving in that talisman that I built. And but yeah, those are the different ways of using divination systems with the Anima Sola. If you're interested in working with her, like I said again, I would suggest that you get yourself a teacher or learn from somebody in order for you to further delve into that, and or book a reading with somebody like myself or people who work with her, so that you know that you could work with this energy, and this energy is fit for your spirituality or your cuadro espiritual or your astral. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's really not that much to talk about when it comes to divination like that, unless, let me see if you guys have any questions here. If anybody has questions in regards to the topic, I'll take some questions for 5 minutes, and let's see what's going on so that I can give you your surprise. Like I said, stay tuned. Let's take it to the end. Like and share, please. Like and share this video on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. I'm gonna upload this video later on, and on my YouTube channel, Purgatory Magic. So if you haven't checked it out, Purgatory Magic on YouTube, like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that you could get my uploads, or when I upload a video, and you could get notification for it. Okay, so Imani Cole Smith wrote, "Is there any way to incorporate dice?" Thank you. Dice. I knew I was forgetting something. And please, if anybody has other divination systems that they want to incorporate as well, please let me know, and I could just further explain into that. But yes, dice is a very good one, because actually dice is used all over the Americas, whether it's North America, South America, the Caribbean, or Central America, Mexico, right? Dice, I'm going to give you guys a little thing about dice, okay? I want to give you a little secret about dice. So, with dice, yes, a lot of people that I know actually have dice for the Anima Sola. Dice is a really good instrument, because in the whole concept of and the whole story of when Jesus was getting crucified and all of that stuff, a lot of people don't know that all of that has a lot to do with the Anima Sola as well. She's correlated into all of that. So all of that energy and all of that info and all of that stuff that's being traded there is also incorporated with her, And I'm going to explain something to you. If you notice the story of Jesus, or if you notice even in the figures of El Justo Juez, or the Just Judge, there's dice on the floor, okay? And that's going to be another video too. How does the Just Judge and the Anima Sola work together? That's going to be another video, okay? But yes, the dice, the Roman soldiers were casting dice on the foot of the cross. So that has it's a correlation, and also the Anima Sola works with it. Some people use it as a system of geomancy as well, the way that you use dice, or in traditional numbers, and you calculate the numbers and see what it equates to, and then you got yourself your solution, or your answer, right? So Dice is a very good one. Yes, you can use dice. Another one that dude had it in the top. Oh, yes. Another one that people can use too, because there is a very the Anima Sola is very connected to this, is crystals. A lot of people use crystal divination. They use crystals to get certain answers, right? And they'll put them in a little bag, and then and then whatever comes out in the pattern that it makes, you got your pattern there, because the anima is connected to crystal magic as well. A lot of people don't know that, but it is true. Let me see what other questions we have here. Van the Devotee. If you have a cup of water for devotion on the altar, can you add another cup for divination only? So can you have two? Yeah, you can have two. It's not a big deal. The Anima Sola loves water. If the more water you put, the merrier. But I wouldn't suggest putting like a gajillion cups though, for those who are listening. Yeah, you could have like you could say like, oh, this is a cup for you, and then this is a cup that I only use for divination, so that when I have to do readings or I have to make communication with you, this is for that. Yeah, that works too as well. Another system of divination that a lot of people don't know that you could use with the anima is incense divination. Or even better, I forgot. I knew I forgot something. Cigars. Cigar divination. That is one of the important ones, because a lot of the animeros that I met and knew, and also we exchange information with, we smoke cigars. Anima Sola likes cigars. She likes to be purified with cigars. She likes her altar being purified with cigars, because the cigar smoke represents her grip. It represents her hand as well. When you put cigars on her table, that actually amplifies divination, because even smoking the cigar amplifies divination for you, because a lot of that cigar will go to your head, and you could get even you start having visuals as well. So cigar divination is really good. Tobacco divination is very common in Latin America as well. You could also use the egg, do the divination with the eggs as well. When you cleanse yourself and you want to get answers, you could use the egg divination. That's very common to know. So yeah, Manny Cole Smith wrote, please do a video on smoke and folk magic. Yeah, I'll do it. Actually, I was actually doing some observation with Janelle Longoria, and we were actually exchanging information in regards to a cigar that she had smoked. I think it was a cigar or a cigarette. I forgot what it was, but we were actually deciphering the ashes. Ash divination is a very common practice within the Spiritismo or Spiritismo Criollo, and working with the Anima Sola. Okay, Gibby 1989 wrote, does Anima Sola work with Santa Muerte? This is a very common question, and I'm going to explain. All right. So I've never worked the Anima Sola with the Santa Muerte. My teachers, or my teacher, never explained that to me. I've never worked with her, because I started working with the Anima Sola before I started working with the Santa Muerte. The Santa Muerte came later on in my life. But with the Anima Sola, I've never incorporated the Santa Muerte. I still don't to this day. I mean, there's that respect, like, I wouldn't do that, and she hasn't asked me to. The Anima Sola doesn't need to work with that. In my opinion, I'm not saying it in a wrong context, but doesn't need to work with the Santa Muerte. Just like the Santa Muerte doesn't need to work with her either. The Santa Muerte could work on her own, just like the Anima can. So yeah. What is your favorite cigar? Is it mild? I'm gonna be honest with you. My favorite cigars are those cheap ass cigars. I'm the one that I'm from Miami, Florida. So in Miami, if you lived in a Cuban neighborhood like I did in Little Havana, you know that there's cafeterias everywhere. And in the cafeterias, they sell like those dollar cigars. They do that in Cuba too. And I'd rather smoke those and do divination with those than get something like a Cohiba or Romeo Julieta, something like that. You know, I'd rather use a cheap cigar, whatever you like. It's really doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, so Vanda Devotee said, but what exactly do you mean? Can they work together? I think it's a good question, but elaborate. I'm interested. Okay. I personally have never worked with the Anima Sola and the Santísima Muerte for a task. I've asked the Santísima Muerte for certain things, and I've asked the Anima Sola for certain things. I've never had to bring them two together to work. So, yeah, the $2 pack of cigars. You know what I'm talking about. You're from Miami too. So yeah. All right then. So it's time for surprise time. My surprise that I wanted to give back to my viewers and people who actually take time on a Monday to hear me talk all this stuff about the Anima Sola. I wanted to offer two people. I wanted to offer you a one question tarot answer. So if you have a specific question, okay, a specific question, I will pick two people, and answer your question with the tarot while I channel the Anima Sola, because that's who I read with. So let's see who's ready. But before I do that, please like and share this video. I really would like for you to do that. It gets her word out there, and it spreads. It gets her word out there, and it spreads, and it brings more people interested in the Anima Sola to get to know her a little bit better, because a lot of the videos are done in Spanish, and even so, they don't even give too much information. They just probably just say prayers and stuff like that, and they don't talk too much about her, because it is kind of like a very secret practice. But I'm doing this in English. But give me a question, okay? I'm gonna pick two people, all right? And give me a specific question, and I will throw three cards in regards to your question. So let's see. But remember, please like and share. Please like and share this videos, like and share this live, so people can come and they can see. Let's go. All right. What's the question? Write your question. What's the question, guys? Specific question. Let's go. Let me see. Okay, sorry about that. Oh. Okay. All right. My first person. Jean_LH. If I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I do apologize for that. How long will it take me to become a proficient, skilled stock trader? Boom. I like that. All about improving ourselves and bettering ourselves. I like that. All right, let's do this. Jean_LH is asking, how long will it take him to become a proficient, skilled stock trader? All right. Gene. So, Gene. This is interesting because you got the Knight of Pentacles, right? And the Knight of Pentacles is talking about money. Pentacles are money, okay? It's crazy because I do see that you're gonna have a lot of success with this. You're gonna have a lot of success with stock trading. I do see that the spirits are even telling me that when it comes to your knowledge in it, you're not bad at it. You're not bad at it. I just feel like there has to be a little bit more movement and a little bit more on your part, to kind of decipher certain certain patterns. The spirits are saying here that you came up with the Nine of Pentacles, which is a good thing. I do see that you are going to be doing a lot for yourself, but I think that it's your lack of confidence that's getting in your way. I honestly feel like you are harder on yourself and you beat yourself up in regards to this, in regards to what you want to do with the stock trade and things like that. I honestly feel that you're good at it. And then you got the Star card here. One of the good things about this is that the Anima is telling me to tell you is that you need to start listening to your instincts a lot more. You need to start kind of like allowing that download to come in a little bit more, because especially when we're business people, the spirits they give us suggestions, and they will come into our head and they will tell us, hey, listen, I think that you should do this. Hey, listen, wake up and do this. Hey, listen, press this, do this. And I feel like the spirits are saying here for you that you need to listen to your guides more, and you need to work with spirits that are of abundance, that represent that abundance, that represent that pool of money to come to you, and to make you more strategic with this situation. I honestly feel that you should start working with spirits that do that, because I do see prosperity coming your way. The only thing that is standing in your way is yourself. That's what the spirits are saying here. But all in all, I feel like you're going to have a lot of success with that, and it's going to be very soon, because knights represent movement. But the spirits are saying that you got to get out of your own way. Okay? It's basically in your hands. All right? Let me see who else. All right. Felicia Rubio _ wrote, I am on the right track of changing my career. Am I on the right track on changing my career and self-development path? All right, perfect. That's a good one. I like questions like that. I like that. I like business questions. I like money questions. I like things like that. That really does it for me. Like, I really enjoy doing those type of questions. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's see what's going on with you. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with Felicia Rubio, who wants to see if she's on the right track of changing her career and changing and her self-development path. Let's see what's going on. Is she on the right track, Anima Sola? Is she on the right track? Is Felicia Rubio on the right track? Okay. All right. So, see, this is a little bit tricky now. All right, Felicia. So I'm gonna tell you what the spirit, what the Anima is telling me to tell you. Okay. I do feel here though that you came up with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I honestly feel that that right now wouldn't be the right time for you to change your career, and don't be so quick about it. Okay, the spirits are saying here that when it comes to you, you have to kind of slow down a little bit and really organize your thoughts and organize your goals, because I do feel here that you really don't have that set in stone. Like, you don't have that ready to, like, a target for you to go after. I feel like the idea is there, the buildup is there, the enthusiasm is there, and also even the lack of security, like the fear too, is there. And I feel like you have a lot of things holding you back. But the Spirit is saying that you need to slow down a little bit. The Spirit is saying here that you need to kind of not make hasty moves. You need to really plan things out the way it is, because if not, yeah, you doing things like that can cause you to have lack of money, lack of abundance. Now, the Spirit is saying also with your spiritual development or self-development path is that the horse, you came up with the Knight of Cups, and it's talking about self-love. It's talking a lot about you focusing on yourself first. I honestly feel like these two are going hand in hand with each other. And the Spirit is saying here that when it comes to you have to start working on yourself, on loving yourself more, and being a person that gives themselves more value. Because the Spirit is saying here that by you doing things, like just doing things because you might not be content with certain things that are happening around you or how you are with yourself, the Spirit says that you can make mistakes. So self-love and giving yourself value goes hand in hand for you. I feel like the Spirit is saying to slow down a bit. I feel the Spirit is saying that you need to put things in paper, have goals, write things down. If not, think about what it is that you truly want to do, because the Spirit is saying that at this moment is in the air, and the Spirit is saying that you need to do a lot of abundance work, a lot of clarity work and a lot of abundance work. I would suggest that you should do some spiritual baths with plants that are for money, right? You could do a bath with albahaca, with basil, do a bath with albahaca, basil. You could do another bath with mint, and you could even use parsley. Parsley is really good for money. You could make a strong bath with that, right? And crush those leaves in a bowl of water, and then you could add some Florida water into it as well. And then you could do that as well. You could put some holy water in there too, and that could start getting things moving, getting things moving for you, so that things can start opening up. And I'd suggest that you could do white baths, clarity baths, with white flowers, cascarilla, holy water, a scent, a scent that is not so strong and fiery like agua florida, something that is like floral, like cananga water or orange blossom water, or 1800 1800 cologne. That would be very good for you as well. Okay, and also you could add coconut milk if you want. You could add goat milk. If you're not into the goat milk thing, you could add coconut milk as well, and you could keep it vegan, right? And that'll work for you, or vegetarian, whatever. I was trying to be funny. That wasn't funny. So yeah, the Spirit is saying here that's gonna help you a lot. Okay. Let me see. Who else. Okay, I'm gonna pick one more person. I said two, but I'm gonna pick one more person. I'm feeling her energy on me, so I'm gonna pick one more person. All right, I'm gonna pick one more person. Let's go. Let's see. I want new questions. Let's go. Let's see. Thank you so much, Felicia Rubio. She wrote, wow, so on point. I'm consistently changing my mind. Slow down. I will do. Thank you so much. You were right on about everything. It was my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for, staying till the end. I really appreciate you. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. She's bringing the Christmas spirit, Jean. Yeah, she's giving right now. She wants. I'll do two more. You know what? I'll do two more. Let's see. I'm gonna be generous today. All right. Let's go. All right. So I got here. Let's see. Questions. I knew I had somebody here. Let me see. Okay. Sara _Luna _Gonzalez. she's a really cool person. I really enjoyed her company. She has really good energy. Um, she asked, "How is business looking in 2022?" All right, Sarah. Let's see how business is looking for you in 2022. Good question. I saw that question before I answered the one that I just did, and I wanted to go back to you on that one. So yes, Sarah, I'm gonna get to you right now. Yes, I saw that you wrote it again. Okay, I'm gonna answer. Sarah, how is Sarah's business Anima Sola gonna go for her in 2022? How is Sarah's business gonna go for her in 2022? How's her business gonna go for her in 2022? Anima Sola. Anima Sola is on fire today. All right. Okay. Sarah, let me see something here. All right. So Sarah, I did something a little bit different for you because I honestly feel that I needed to do this. So you came up with the 10 of Cups, right? And the 10 of Cups is a really interesting card, right? Because um the 10 of Cups, it's talking about the tens all talk about conclusions, right? They all talk about endings and things like that. And I'm gonna get to that because that was the unseen throw. So the Queen of Cups, we have the Hangman. I feel like the spirits are saying here that when it comes to you, you're not gonna be doing so much sacrificing because I feel like you've been doing a lot. Like you've been doing a lot for your business. You've been doing a lot of things for your business, and you've been doing a lot for, you've been pushing, you've been hustling, you've been doing what you have to do. But I honestly feel that the spirits are saying here that you kind of have to slow down a little bit on that because you don't want to over exhaust and overdo it. Okay. I honestly feel that the spirits are saying that you're going to be successful. There is going to be abundance coming your way. But I honestly feel that the spirits are saying that when it comes to that, yeah, as business people, we have to do what we have to do. But I think that it's more about you not going like overextending yourself so much where it's going to become something like a sacrifice. The spirits are saying that you're going to have a very good, successful year this year. This year coming up is going to be a smooth one. But I honestly feel that the spirits are also saying that you have to also kind of like change the way that you see certain things as well, because the spirits are saying that you do have your ups and downs when it comes to your business. And the spirits are saying here that there's times where you got all this momentum and you got this enthusiasm and you're ready to go. But the spirits are saying, but the anima is telling me here to tell you that at times when you see that things are not moving the way that they need to move, don't be hard on yourself. Don't let these things beat you up. Don't feel like, that it's just going to be more difficult and that you have to push harder, because if you push harder and you don't stop, it's like you're going to let yourself down. And the spirits are saying here, ease up on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't get yourself caught up in a situation where you're going to be overdoing things, and things could just be as easy as marketing correctly. Just marketing correctly, not doing too much, because the spirits are saying here that if you do too much, you're going to overdo it, and then you're going to lose enthusiasm, and you're going to have these expectations where you're going to feel like, why is things not working the way that I want them to work if I'm doing it if I'm pushing myself and I'm pushing this harder and harder. Because the spirits are saying that you have good enthusiasm. The spirits are saying you're a hardworking person and you're doing things right. But the Anima Sola is also saying here that you kind of have to ease up a little bit, because you're going to set yourself up for a big disappointment if you kind of overextend things a little bit too much. Okay. I feel like there is going to be accomplishments coming your way. I honestly feel like you're going to be emotionally stable if you kind of like chill a bit, And I'm not saying to get lazy or nothing like that, but I think that you kind of have to be a little bit more cerebral with certain things so that you don't burn yourself out. Okay. All right. Sarah. All right, one more. And we're this on. Let's see. So while you guys are getting your questions in, remember to please, if you have anybody who's interested in the Anima Sola, share my videos with them. You know, these are very educational videos. I think that they're freaking badass. So, oh, thank you, Sara Luna Gonzalez. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right on the money. Gracias, mama. Un gusto como siempre. All right. Juju0217. How can I get to know my guides? See, I'm not saying that I don't want to answer your question, but I honestly feel like that's something that you will have to kind of like find a teacher and really work on that, okay? I think that you should, like find somebody who's good at that. I do spirit guide readings. If you're interested in that, hit me up in my DMs and I'll be more than happy to have you book a reading with me, okay? So you know what? I like that question. Nicole out west. Am I on the right spiritual path? That's gonna be my last one, all right? Probably. Who knows? It might be, it might not be. I'm very spontaneous. I like to say things and then I flip it. And I don't care. It is what it is. All right. Let's see. Is Nicole out west on the right spiritual path? Is she on the right spiritual path? Common sense says if that's a question, then are you? Because I know that I'm on the right spiritual path. But it's a good question, though. There's no such thing as a wrong question. But let's see what the spirits have to say. Is Nicole out west on the right spiritual path? Okay. Ooh. I don't know. It's I honestly feel like the spirits are saying that there's a lot of obstacles that I see around in this spiritual path or in this endeavor that you've been taking. The spirits are saying here that this is kind of like, because you have the Empress in reverse, and the Empress in reverse is talking about that. It's talking about that there's no growth in this situation, and there could possibly be something that is probably causing like a block, especially with people. But I honestly feel that the spirits are saying here that when it comes to you in this specific situation, I honestly feel like you can't let bad experiences that you've had in the past determine your future. You understand? Because the spirits are saying here that when it comes to for you on the right spiritual path, I feel like you've been burned in the past by a specific person or somebody who kind of like who you felt disappointed, or you felt like they weren't correct, or they weren't on the right with their teaching or with their character. You understand? I do feel here that the spirits are saying though that you have to be very careful with having disagreements with certain people who are spiritual people, or even having doubts yourself about a specific path that you're taking. Okay, because here it talks about the spirits here are talking about leaving a bad taste in people's mouth as well, and it could cause you to even have people kind of like curse you or even create obstacles for you, and then that makes you kind of jump from place to place, and we don't want that. All right, so the spirits are saying here that right now, from what I'm seeing from you, whatever you're doing right now is not really causing growth, because there is issues there that are causing blocks, and you have to be very careful with that. All right, so I hope that answers your question. Okay, so everybody, remember you could catch this live on Purgatory Magic on YouTube. You could check out my Instagram here, Purgatory Magic as well, Yamil Henriquez. And you could go to Facebook and check out Purgatory Yamil Henriquez over there as well. If you want to book if you want to have a plática with me in regards to the Anima Sola, you want to ask me questions, or you want to ask questions by your spirit guides, you could book a plática with me. If you want to book a reading with me, you could hit me up on my DMs. I will give you all the information there. I'll be more than happy to give you the guidance and give you the receta or the prescription that you need in order for you to walk on the path that is best for you. Okay, and everything that I do it with the Anima Sola. I read with her just like I did it today. Today was a dedication to her, and to show you a little bit of what I do with her and how I read with her. So yeah, I have my own way of doing things, and I really appreciate everybody taking time to see me and to spend time with me once again on another Monday. I always do these lives every Monday because Monday is the day of the Anima Sola, and this is my devotion and an offering that I promised her that I will give the world, okay, so that the world can know about her. All right, and everybody, if you're in the Austin area, I do readings in City Alchemist shop. I'm always there every day except Mondays. You could come check me out. You could come and meet me, get a reading with me, check out the shop, meet Alexis, meet Eric, amazing people. They're my family. I love them with all my heart. And I want to give a big shout out to Janelle Longoria, one of my teachers. She said, "Thank you, Muertero Yamil. We appreciate you. You're my maestra as well." If you haven't checked out her YouTube channel, please do so. Janelle Longoria, she talks about really cool stuff about the Santísima Muerte. To me, Janelle Longoria is one of the leading people of the Santísima Muerte culto. And also you could check out Vanda Devotee as well. She talks about the Santísima Muerte as well. You could also check out yeah, that's it. Oh, you could check out City Alchemist website as well. You could check out my website too, purgatorymagic.com. I'm working on it. I suck with technology, so please bear with me. I'm tweaking things up a bit. But yeah. Found the devotee. Yes. Janelle is the shit. That's my homegirl. That's my sister. I love her. My tag team partner. The Legion of Doom. That's what we call each other. All right. All right then. I love everybody. Have a good night. Take care. I love you all with all my heart. All right. Have a beautiful, blessed week. And take care of yourselves. Luz y progreso for everybody. Bye.